And it's just not going to happen if I was within 10.6. So USS Hornet, which is interesting, being in a Japanese aircraft carrier, but maybe the Hornet will be. I'm sure the Hornet will come in the game at some point. Maybe he can ram him. Yeah, that's what he can do. Just ram him, Shokaku. Show that Bismarck who's boss. Give him the guns of the front. Yeah, no, that's not what you needed to do. I am now alone, and I'm basically within secondary gun range, so I can no longer risk the ship. While all of this is going on, a friendly destroyer is taking at least 2 enemy ships on a wild goose chase. It's helpful for me. It's not exactly getting the job done, but at least I don't have 4 people bearing down on me at my base. I only have 2 at this point. And where's the other one? He's over by the Elephant Head. He's just north of my base. I sent the torpedoes, predicting that the Bismarck would turn back and show a perfect broadside. And you know what I did to myself? I allowed him a nice, convenient battleship-sized space in between, so I don't hit him. Great. Gotta wait 40 seconds to rearm the torpedoes. So as we're waiting on the torpedoes, I'm not gonna fire my gun. Clearly, this is stealth work now. How does the Yugamo stack up to the Kagedo outside of statistics? Clearly, it's a better ship statistically when we talk about it. Faster speed, better AA protection, more health, more range on the guns, better rate of fire. That's basically what it feels like. It just feels like a more polished version of a Tier 9 for the Japanese. I love it. Is it better than the Udaloy? Is it better than the Fletcher? Well, I don't think so. I don't think it's as worse as the Kagedo, but I do feel like it does give up some gun power to those ships. The Udaloy can fire at this range, duck, dodge, and dive. You can't do that in these ships. They're not quite as nimble as you would like, but they do have much better concealment, so you can do things like sit 7 kilometers away from an enemy and torpedo him. So I send my torpedoes. Yes, it does look like he's trying to go towards my ship, but I feel like he's going to flatten out and head directly towards my base. An enemy Der Grosse. A nice, good, strong German. 2 strong German battleships are over here. Gotta be careful. Pretty much guaranteed, they all have manual secondary and 10.6 kilometer range. We hit 2 torpedoes right on the nose. Basically maximum damage output. We cause a flood. He's going to put the flood out. There's no way he's going to allow the flood to exist. And there's no way I'm going to reveal my position to him. Sorry. We've got about, 1 or 2 more possible torpedo attacks on the enemy. It's not looking good. I would love to tell you, you know what? We have a chance. We don't have a chance. But showing off to Tier 9, hopefully it's enjoyable. And if we can get this Bismarck before this game ends, it was worth it. My friend, well, I don't know if he's my friend, but a friendly destroyer is still dragging 2 cruisers around the map. Torpedoes are ready. We send again, expecting him to straighten up again and go towards the base. He's not really doing a good job of being unpredictable. Yes, he's turning back and turning towards me every once in a while. He slows down, he speeds up. But the net gain is that he's trying to make it to my base. I am going to stop him by sending torpedoes in the path. Thankfully, the Der Grosse does not detect the torpedoes meant for the Bismarck. And I think that we got the Bismarck. I think we're going to get at least 2, maybe even 3. Is 2 enough? 2 is enough. We take out the Bismarck. He knew we were here, and yet he was so greedy to get back into the base capture that he just ignored all the signs. There's 15 seconds left. Friendly is dead. I figure, you know what? Look at me. I'm right here, Der Grosse. Take me out. And no, I'm not going to pop my smoke. I don't care. Either way, we lose this game. The Friedrich Der Grosse hits the shot. Good job. I don't really care, you know. It was a loss anyway. It's good that he got the shot. I gave him a chance to take me out. You need to be happy about these games. I don't care that you lost the game. The effort is what's important. 5 kills, 9 torpedo hits. 5 fire set, defended, over 235,000 points of damage done. It felt pretty good. I would say it's a pretty solid tier 9. It's a much better tier 9 than the Kagero was in the current patch for most of you. So yeah, hang your head high if you ever get a game like this. Yeah, it was a defeat. Yeah, we knew it was going to be a defeat, but we took a lot of them with us. So, how much base XP do we earn? 1,747. We outscored the enemy team. We did not get the 1.5 times bonus, so we would have easily broken 25 probably. Most of my damage is in torpedoes, but floods, fires, it felt a lot more hybrid, didn't it? The range, the rate of fire, it just felt better. And that's what I appreciate. Not all of them feel this good. I would say this is an exception to the improvement, but it's nice that there is an improvement. I hope you enjoyed seeing this game. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time. Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 7 Japanese destroyer, Shiratsuyu. Apologies if I said it incorrectly. She has 15,600 health, a top speed of 35.7 knots, 5 127mm guns, 8 torpedoes, a surface detect of 5.8 kilometers, and 23 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire, improved acceleration. For my commander, basic firing training, basic survivability, improved torpedo rearm, last stand, superintendent, survivability expert, and concealment. We are on the map Sea of Fortune, and this is the tier 7 that will appear in the subline for the Japanese destroyers. If you have unlocked the entire main line currently, it is my understanding, since tiers 5 and 6 will be previous ships that have existed, the Mutsuki or the Minikaze, whichever they decide is going to be the subline number 5, and the Hatsuharu. You should be able to get both of those ships for free since you've already technically unlocked them, and this will be the first true ship that people will level with if they don't invest free XP. Now you'll notice it has the torpedo speed rearm. It also has smoke. There's no compromises here. You get both. You don't have to decide. I headed over to A point and I'm going to capture it. I have a concealment build. The default range is 11 kilometers. I could get advanced firing training, sacrifice survivability to have a little bit more range on my guns, but I'm a little too aggressive for my own good. I think the health is going to be helpful. So I sent my torpedoes against the Atlanta. Now the initial send, it basically was right on target where the Atlanta might go. The second, not so much, but my prediction is that he's not going to continue forward past this island. He wants to use the island to block line of sight that my team desperately needs. And if I wasn't here, he might be able to fully protect himself, but he can't. And of course, the Atlanta uses his radar. He detects me. I'm giving ground. I pop smoke in an effort to potentially shield myself from someone else. It doesn't protect you from radar, but if there was someone close, it would help against them. Looking back on that moment, probably a waste. Our torpedo did hit the target, and it did a significant amount of damage. He died to his flood wound, and A is secured. Friendly Scharnhorst is burning a little bit, just a little bit. Torpedoes are basically back up. It doesn't feel like a gun-focused build. You know, maybe that is the wrong way to define the second line for the Japanese destroyers. The tier 8 is definitely gun-focused. Absolutely 100%. We'll admit that. But this one, not so much. This one is basically any other Japanese destroyer that you might think of, but it has the benefit of the torpedo rearm, which is hugely important if you get a chance to use it correctly. So I'm going to head over to B point. There is an enemy Sims that is trying to capture it, and he's sort of rotating around. I'm going to try and make sure that my guns are aimed on the port side. And by doing that, I should be able to get good damage on him. I don't have smoke to assist in this endeavor, but I'm not too worried about this. We should be able to take him out. Or at the very least get good damage on him. I can always hide behind the islands. I'm not really worried. Maybe I should be. So the Sims, he's coming back up. We can see him. He cannot see us. Our concealment is good. I will look to engage. He's turning right back. I assume there's no tell that is giving away my position. Either way, we're detected. I decide to fire the ship. We are a little sluggish because I was going to send my torpedoes, and maybe I'll still send them just to cover up any bases. It's clear that he is not going to hit it if he continues the direction he's headed, but we take out propulsion, maybe he doesn't have last stand, and then he's defeated. I need to make more use of torpedoes. I know this deep down. It's a huge weakness of my play, and I don't want it to be anymore. So we do pretty good at damaging the Sims and not taking too much damage. He tries to return fire, but we dodge out of the way. And undetected now. He's continuing the pursuit. It appears that he doesn't want to give up just yet. I was considering using my torpedo rearm in that instance, but I didn't have angle. He comes right to the edge just to fire on my ship. And I sort of miss my shot. So we're just going to compensate a little bit. We take a little bit of damage, of course. Not the amount of damage I would like overall, considering how much my ship is at risk. But we still have more health than him, and we're doing pretty good against him. We damage his torpedoes. He won't be able to send them for 20 or 30 seconds if he doesn't repair it. An enemy Gneiser now in a Tirpitz is in the area, and just going to position myself to attempt a torpedo send. My regular torpedo rearm is up. I was trying to get a gauge on where the Tirpitz was going to go. Was he going to go left, or was he going to go right of this island? And honestly, I don't know. Friendly is really low, unfortunately, and he's probably going to die. And he does break hard to his port, hard to my starboard side, so I break to starboard to send my torpedoes against the Tirpitz at point-blank range. I also use my rearm in order to get my torpedoes ready to go for the Gneiser now. And my torpedoes are just going to slam into him, take him out. Unfortunately, his body is blocking a lot. I pop my smoke in an effort to protect the Kutuzov and my ship. And there's a Baltimore. He's using radar. I have to use speed to get out of here. I pop my boost, and I'm going to try and rotate around the island quickly, very quickly. I don't want Meaty to get his grubby little 203 caliber guns on me. And I'm sorry, Kutuzov, I just can't stay. The Baltimore wants my ship bad. And we have indeed rotated quick enough around the island that it's not really an issue that we're detected. And I'm going to wait out the radar. Once the radar is gone, I'm going to put the fire out, just to confirm that we are indeed completely hidden. The enemy Baltimore is rotating around the island, which is good for our team because we can assist. Unfortunately, the Kutuzov is in a real big pickle. He's got enemy on his left and right flank. We do see that there was torpedoes previously that he sent via starboard. Maybe he sent his port side too. I don't know, but he's dead. And I'm sort of behind the island just enough to block line of sight. I can fire at the enemy Gneiser now, and we light him up. Really lucky on that shot. I switch